Good evening and welcome to the news. People wanting to buy shares in cable and wireless company have been able to do so since 10 a.m. today. The company, which has been officially listed with Merge Exchange, a stock exchange company, kick-started the sale of its shares during a ceremony held at Eden Bleu Hotel this morning. Cable and Wireless is selling about 120,000 shares, which represents 9.8% of the company, to members of the public. The offer for sale will go on for 7 working days, that is until the 4th of October, after which the sale will be closed. The company's chief executive officer, Georges Dauphin, says that it has always been the plan of Cable and Wireless to have more Seychellois owning shares in the company.
This listing will allow CWS to increase its shareholder base and connect even further with the public. Our esteemed customers will now have the opportunity to share in our success, as this will affirm our position as one of Seychelles' leading businesses. Becoming part of Cable and Wireless Seychelles is the first step towards a digital future with a telco company that has continuously connected Seychelles to the rest of the world.
The president of the Eastern and Southern African Trade and Development Bank, TDB, Damasu Tadasi, paid a courtesy visit to President Wavell Ramkalawan at State House this morning. Also present during the discussions were the minister responsible for finance, Nadi Hassan, the governor of the central bank, Caroline Abel, and the TDB official responsible for Seychelles, Daniel Lam Chun. Mr. Tadasi says that they discussed ways Seychelles could diversify its economy with the support of the TDB. He also described his discussions with President Ramkalawan as very positive.
We've been very active here in the Seychelles for many years. Very exciting transactions that we've been doing, innovating, and helping to build some institutions here like the capital markets, both for equity and for bonds. But we're also looking at the housing sector, we're looking at the healthcare sector, in addition to, of course, real estate and the tourism sector that we've been very active in over many years. So going forward, we're quite excited to continuing our journey of being a reliable and strong partner of the Seychelles in the economic development process. These are some of the sectors that we discussed this morning in very high-level terms with His Excellency, the Minister, the Central Bank Governor, many other stakeholders here, including the commercial banks, very keen to make progress in some of these priority sectors.
The amendments to the Seychelles Conservation and Climate Adaptation Trust, the SECAT Act, will help improve the way the responsibilities are carried out, and the trust. SECAT's Chief Executive Officer, Marie-Mé Jérémy, made this statement whilst commenting on the amendments that are still in front of the National Assembly. She adds that the amendments will also remove some limitations in the original act, both operationally and administratively.
Over the past 6 years since the trust has been in operation, we've noticed that there are some limitations administratively and operationally based on some of the provisions that were in the Principal Act or the original Act. So therefore, we've done a review in-house, several last year actually, that has helped us to understand how to optimize the way we work, and also to improve our possibilities in bringing additional financial resources to the trust that will help us to ultimately better deliver on our goal for implementation of the Marine Spatial Plan and the management of the 30% marine protection areas that have been designated as part of that process. So we hope that through these amendments, we will be able to continue to maintain the accountability and transparency measures that we have both within country and also externally to the donors and private investors who come to fund the grants or the activities of the trust.
Seychelles has been presented with its roadmap to blue carbon opportunities aimed at the reduction of carbon emissions. The Minister for Agriculture, Climate Change and Environment, Flavien Joubert, accepted the plan from an executive member of the James Michel Foundation. The foundation, in collaboration with the Deakin University in Australia, worked for 3 years to develop the roadmap. The project was financed by CICAT. The plan focuses on the protection of seagrass meadows and mangroves forests, which science have proven to be important in the reduction of carbon emissions. Members of the police management team, including the commissioner, deputies and station commanders, are following a 5-day training program at the Guy Morel Institute. The aim of the program is to build the human resource capacity for transformation of the police workforce and enhancement of productivity. Some topics include change in the management process, motivating and involvement of employees in the change process, amongst others. The Minister for Internal Affairs, Errol Fonseca, has called on the participants to avail of the opportunity to learn and exchange experiences for innovation and quality delivery within the police force.
Would you have thought of cybercrime, extortion and cyber about 5, 6, 10 years ago? In all these areas, we need to constantly be changing. But whilst we know all that, whilst we all fear change. And so this is the importance of this course. I think you will get a lot of training in how to move that, because change you need. But one thing you must remember in today's world, it's only in films that the main star, the main boss knows everything. In real life, with the speed of change, there will be a lot of things you never know about, but you still have to lead the people who knows about that part. So how do you do that? So it's a complex thing, and I think you've got the right people to help you through that.
An ongoing program initiated by Lions Club of Seychelles, the Mauritius Commercial Bank and Optic Seychelles has given residents of the homes of the elderly free glasses. 27 residents from the homes of Ansoyal, Au-Cap and Ansboilo received their glasses last Friday. This was during a ceremony at the Ansoyal home for the elderly, which was attended by the sponsors of the program. 96 residents from the 7 elderly homes on Mahé received free eye screening, of whom 65 have received glasses. The program will be deemed successful once residents of the elderly homes on Pralin and La Digue also benefit from the program. The minister responsible for tourism, Sylvestre Radegon, says this year's theme, Rethinking Tourism, provides us with an opportunity to realign our vision for our tourism industry going forward by taking stock of our achievements and acknowledging our shortcomings. Statement made on the eve of World Tourism Day, which is tomorrow, the 27th of September. In his message for the occasion, Minister Radegon remarked that though we have been endowed with unparalleled beauty, sun, sea and sand, we cannot continue to depend exclusively on these attributes to sell our destination, since many other destinations offer similar products and assets, and often at more enticing rates. The Minister for Tourism added that we should also be mindful that sustainability is not just about protecting the environment, but also about our community's involvement in that industry. Only in that way we will be able to market ourselves as a truly unique destination which encompasses our way of life, our culture, our heritage, and our environment, a passionate experience reflecting our Creole identity and we need to provide value for money. We've come to the end of this news summary. Thank you for watching. I will be back with more news at 8 o'clock, so stay tuned.